Minneapolis blower door test, and we hook it up to every house as a baseline test. We take it to -50. So essentially, we're taking the air out of the house at an expanded rate, trying to highlight any infiltrations where air is coming in. So at -50, we measure a couple things. These are all baseline numbers. So we take the fan pressure at 50, which is about 66. Then I convert it over. It's an open ring CFM at 50. We're pulling just shy of 4,000 CFM through the house. We'd like to reduce this number by a couple hundred. So this is showing me that it's a pretty leaky house. Let's get that back down to 50, get a truer number. We'll call it 3850. And the CFM at 50 is similar. So now with the fan on and the test calibrated, we're going to go out and we're going to measure specific spots in the house to gauge any inadequacies in the building envelope. So with the fan going and a pressure pan of over 1.0, we know there's a leak in this return line, which means it's introducing outside air into the system. On a post-test, we'd like to see this below 0.5. So this is one of those things where it's an infiltration into the house. You never want your machine sucking outside air in because it's a cyclical cycle. You want to have cool air back to the air conditioner or warm air back to the furnace. This is showing outside air being introduced, which is the polar opposite of what we're trying to do. Over 1.0 again. So there's something going on with the duct system in this house. We got to figure out the root of the problem and seal it up so it's closed looped. So looking at this furnace right here, this is a return system that comes all the way down, goes through where you change the filter. This comes up through, and this is connected to map upstairs to pull air back down to this furnace or air handler, depending on what the season is. And they use this internal cavity where these 2x6s are to house air. And we're pulling a lot of air from this area, so you don't have a closed loop system. This is this actually doesn't even pass code. This is a bad way to do it. We can retrofit it to make it 100% silicone, so it's pulling air. But right now, this system is handicapped because it's pulling 80% of its air from the basement and very little from the top part of the house, which means airflow can't circulate. So this is something that needs to be remedied to make this perform better. This is a thermal imaging gun going around the exterior walls and the roof deck. Roof deck looks good. We went up there and took pictures as well. You can see there's always going to be a little bit of penetrations at the top. What we're looking for is big gaps like this one right here. So that right there is an open exterior wall, and it goes all the way through that header, and then it opens up and can come into the house right here. So any 5% void in your exterior insulation reduces the effective value by 50%. That right there needs to be cut open and dense packed with cellulose. So that's an easy improvement.